metaverse, a word that will make a lot of people put a lot of money into the companies that they don't even understand what it does or what it's for. It has become the buzzword for crypto and many companies such as Nike, Microsoft, or Facebook. I mean, Meta. Actually, MetaBook could have been fine as well now that my grandma will be sending me waves from the metaverse. It seems that it is the future of gaming and interaction. But before we go deep into this topic, like Dr. Dre on a Tuesday, let's discuss some of the events for the gaming industry that took place in the past and its implications for the metaverse, because it seems like metaverse will be centered around gaming. So it all started with, wait a minute, not that back, dude, not that back. Hold on a second, what are you doing? What is this, Dora the Explorer? Dude, it's just, Jesus Christ, like, what are we gonna be, looking at the wheel or something, man? Come on, man. Yes, exactly. So it all started with this. The first game machine revealed to the public was in 1940 at a New York World's Fair, designed by Edward Condon, called Nimitron. The game was based on an ancient game called Nim, where two players take turns removing or nimming objects from distinct heaps or piles, and either the last one picks up the previous match or the person who does not wins. During that time, Nimitron played against 50,000 people, of which 90% of the time the machine won. The machine composed of electromechanical relays that allowed the lighting of 7 bulbs connected by 4 lines. It is a digital computer comprising electromechanical relays which enabled the lighting of 4 lines of 7 bulbs. In 1969, Brown Box emerged as the first commercial home entertainment game. It was a vacuum tube circuit that could be connected to a television set that allowed players to control the cubes on the screen. It was programmed to be played by various games, such as ping pong and checkers. Then came the equipment that made gaming ubiquitous. Atari. Atari? Atari. This Atari culture sparked a chamber of initiatives that went on to the building of games year after year that sparked the multi-billion-dollar gaming industry as we know it today. However, the final catalyst, in my opinion, that gave an enormous push to the internet as we know it was none other than the internet itself. So coming back to this metaverse thing, what exactly is it? Well, metaverse is defined as a virtual reality space in which users can interact with a computer-generated environment and other users. Even though there's a lot of discussion surrounding how we will be interacting with the metaverse, whether it is through a virtual reality headset or a built-in platform where once stepped in, it will take us to the metaverse. But actually, there's still not enough solid, tangible data or products to describe what it will look like and how much we will interact, except for infomercials like Meta or Nvidia or Microsoft's. So here's what I got. We have been interacting with the internet for decades now, but our interaction was limited. It was only 2-dimensional, but now this is going to take it to the next level, which is going to be 3-dimensional. Now imagine all the places that you can see, all the people that you can talk to, your coworkers, your friends, your family, all the shopping sprees that you can go and engage in. It's not going to be limited by only the screen in front of you. This is going to be your world. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the metaverse. Here, I kind of taken the next level gaming device approach, but something of this magnitude cannot be confined into this one space that I've been talking about this whole entire video. Which actually, now that I'm thinking, I could have made it something else. Here's a sweet spot about this metaverse. If it becomes as ubiquitous as the internet, we may never need most of the items we use, such as TV, laptop, phones, and this will enable us to reduce the cost of the material usage, as we will be able to display them to others through the virtual world. However, ominous implications include people submerging in these artificial universes, decreasing social interaction, and leading people fading away from reality. We've come across with a lot of children in this day and age where they're not actually interacting physically, but virtually. And we do not know the real implications of this event, as it has been mainly taking place over the last 10 years. If we do not put a cap on it, this metaverse will only exacerbate this phenomenon, and it will make us more siloed and lonely. Tinder, but no actual face-to-face meetings. Basketball playing, but in a meter-square space. Own your own, or just a stroll in the park without the fresh air. It sounds perfect to scuba dive in the Maldives, ski in the Alps, and shop without moving from your couch while interacting with products. However, if we are not prudent, the usage of this unprecedented step that I believe will transcend us in the internet space will make us less human.
Jose Aldo Jr.
Conor relaxed and smiling. Oh! He slapped him!
Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world!
Oh! Unbelievable!
Being limited is a big part of being human, and without it, constant access to what we always want can bring many of the things that we may not be able to foresee. One thing that the conceptualization of God cannot be is to be human, because an omniscient, omnipresent being that is boundless and limitless is limited by the lack of limitation. Limitation, in essence, means that we can get better and more robust, making us humans. Therefore, we must capture the importance of being constrained. And in order for us to get better, we must actually capture its essence and not take it for granted. We will see how it will define us and change us. The future is exciting. It has a lot to teach us. But the one thing that I hope is that we will be in control and not vice versa. And that was that. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Hassan. You were listening to InfoRich. And remember, always be good to yourselves. And Happy New Year. Peace! Can you imagine that they created this real life scenario in this metaverse where people who wanted to try out different things in their lives entered into this zone? But to make it even better, they actually raised their minds